Hello viewers, welcome to May-June 2017 WAEC, also known as WASSCE, Past Questions and Detailed Solution, General Mathematics / Mathematics Core, Paper 1, Objective Test, Questions 1 to 50, Solution to 50 questions in one video. Question 1, express 0.00000407 to 2SF. Now SF means non-zero numbers from the left. So we start considering 4. Because it is 2SF, we consider 0. You must know that the 0 between two significant figures is also significant. Then we look at 7. 7 is above 5. You round it up to 1. You add 1 to 0, it becomes 1. So the answer is 0.000041. C is the correct option. Question 2, if S varies inversely as Y and Y varies directly as Z, what is the relationship between S and Z? From the first statement, S varies inversely as Y in this form, and Y varies directly as Z. Next to do is to do away with the symbol of variation, and you do that by introducing equality sign and constant of variation. So you have S equal to K times 1 over Y, that can be written as K over 1, K over Y. Now let's use constant C here. So Y equal to CZ. Now from here, in the first part, we are to eliminate Y from the two expressions because we are looking for what connects S and Z. So we replace Y in the first expression with CZ because Y equal to CZ. So you have it in this form. Now, where K and C are constant of variation, look at what happened here. For us to remove the symbol of variation, we introduce constant. So here, the two constants disappear if we introduce symbol of variation again. So you have S varies inversely as 1 over Z. B is the correct option. Question 3, evaluate 3 whole number 1 over 4 times 1 whole number 3 over 5 all over 11 whole number 1 over 3 minus 5 whole number 1 over 3. Solution. This is the given problem. Now let's take it part by part. Let's start with the numerator. You convert the mixed fractions to improper fractions in this form. When you reduce and multiply, you have 26 over 5. Precisely, you can divide 8 by 4. You have 2 remaining here, times 13 is 26 over 5. Now let's take the denominator. You convert the mixed fractions to improper fractions. You have it in this form. This is fractions subtraction. You find the LCM, and the LCM is 3. You simply have 34 minus 16 over 3. That is 18 over 3 equal to 6. Now we divide the numerator by denominator in this form. In division of fraction, division sign changes to multiplication and you invert the fraction at the right side. So you have 26 over 5 times 1 over 6. When you reduce and multiply, you have 13 over 15. You can divide 26 by 2 and have 13. Divide 6 by 2 and have 3. So 3 times 5, 15. 30 times 1 is 13. So B is the correct option. Question 4. Figure 1 and figure 2 are addition and multiplication tables respectively in Modulo 5. Use these tables to solve the equation n times 4 in bracket plus 3 equal to 0 modulo 5. What this means is that find the number n such that when multiplied by 4 and you add 3 to it, the result is 0. That might not be easy to get, but let's try and solve it as equation. So let's transfer plus 4 plus 3 to the right hand side. You have n times 4 equal to minus 3 modulo 5. And modulo 5 has 5 elements, 0 to 4. There is no minus. So I have to convert this to positive by simply adding 5 to minus 3, and that gives 2. In other words, in modulo 5, minus 3 is equivalent to 2. Now we come here. We go to the multiplication table. So let's take this column for n and this column for 4. So this is 4. Now you look for where you have remainder of 2 in column 4, and that is somewhere here. If you trace it to the other side, you have 3. That means n is equal to 3. So 3 times 4 is equal to remainder 2 in modulo 5. N equal to 3. C is the correct option. Question 5. The ages of Tunde and Ola are in the ratio 1:2. If the ratio of Ola's age to Musa's age is 4:5, what is the ratio of Tunde's age to Musa's age? Solution. From the question, Tunde ratio Ola is 1:2. Let's call that equation 1. Now Ola ratio Musa is 4:5. Let's call that equation 2. You are asked to find the ratio of Tunde's age to Musa's age. That is Tn. What you do is that you ensure that Ola have the same number in both equations. That is 2 and 4 should be the same. It is easier to make 2 to be 4 by multiplying through equation 1 by 2. If you do that, equation 1 becomes T ratio O. That is Tunde ratio Ola is equal to 2:4. Equation 3. Now you compare equation 2 and 3. Now 4 is the same. You are left with M. Okay, Tunde first. From equation 3 now, Tunde is 2 and Musa is 5. That is 2:5. Option C is the correct answer. Question 6. If M is equal to, you have curly bracket S such that 3 is less than equal to S less than 8. and n is equal to, you have curly bracket s such that 8 is less than s less than equal to 12. Which of the following is true? 8 is a member of M intersection N. 8 is a member of M union U, and M intersection N is equal to an empty set. Let us find out. Now, by this set and the range of value of s, 3 is inclusive but 8 is not inclusive. So the elements in set M are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 because s is less than 8. Now in set N, 8 is not inclusive but 12 is inclusive. So you have 9, 10, 11, 12. So by the option, we have to look for intersection and union. Now let's look for intersection. What is common to set M and N? There is no common element. That means the intersection is an empty set, and the union is simply the combination of all the elements. That is 3, 4, 5 till 12. So let's check what happens. Now you see that comparing the intersection and union, part 3 of that question is true. So A, I only is the true option. Question 7, given that A is equal to log 7 and B is equal to log 2. Okay, B is equal to log 2, express log 35 in terms of A and B. In terms of A and B. So considering what you are asked to express log 35, in order to have log 7, the factors to be used are 5 times 7. By product law of logarithm, you can reverse this to, because the base is the same, common base 10, you can reverse it to addition. So you have log 5 base 10 plus log 7 base 10. But what we have here is 2. We need log 2. So for us to get log 2 now, you need to express log 5 as log 10 over 2. That is quotient, divide 10 by 2 is 5 plus log 7. Now quotient of two numbers under logarithm implies subtraction. So you have log 10 base 10 minus log 2 base 10 plus log 7 base 10. Log 10 is 1. So you have 1. From the problem, log 2 is B. So you have minus B. And log 7 is A. If you rearrange, you have A minus B plus 1. C is the correct option. Question 8. If S is equal to 2 over 3 and Y is equal to minus 6, evaluate SY minus Y over Z. So we are to evaluate this. The first term is multiplication. So you have 2 over 3 times minus 6. Then minus, second part is division, and Y is minus 6. So let's use division sign. So divide by 2 over 3. If you simplify this part, you have minus 4. Then minus, You change this sign to multiplication and you invert this fraction to 3 over 2. So you have minus 4. Now minus times minus is plus. Divide 6 by 2 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. So you have minus 4 plus 9, and that is 5. B is the correct option. Question 9. Solve the equation 1 over 5s plus 1 over s equal to 3. So this is the equation. Let us try and clear the fractions by multiplying through by the LCM of 5s. If you multiply the first term by 5s, you have 1. You multiply the second term by 5s, s cancel s, you have 5 times 1 equal to 5. If you multiply the right hand side by 5s, you have 15s. So you have 6 equal to 15s. Divide both sides by 15. You have s equal to 6 over 15. If you reduce by using 3 to divide, you have 2 over 5. B is the correct option. Question 10. A sum of 18,100 naira was shared among 5 boys and 4 girls, with each boy taking 20 naira more than each girl. Find a boy's share. So we have to start from the girls because boy is taking 20 more than the girl. So let a girl's share be s naira, then a boy's share is s plus 20 naira. From the problem, you have 5 boys and 4 girls. That means 4s plus 5 times s plus 20 bracket close is equal to total sum of money 18,100 naira. If you open the bracket, you have 4s plus 5s plus 100 equal to 18,100 naira. Now 4s plus 5s is 9s. If you transfer plus 100, it becomes minus 100 in this form. And when you subtract, you have 9s equal to 18,000. Divide through by 9. So s is equal to 2,000 naira. That is for a girl. Then a boy's share is s plus 20. That is 2,000 plus 20, and you have 2,020 naira. C is the correct option. Petakus simplified maths. If you are viewing or watching from YouTube, ensure that you subscribe to the channel, like and share PSM videos. Don't forget to subscribe. If you are viewing and watching from Facebook, follow and like the page. Also share PSM videos. Question 11. 1 factor of 7s squared plus 33s minus 10 is dash. So to get that factor, you simply factorize. So you have 7s squared plus 33s minus 10. By the rule of factorizing, you need to get AC. A is 7, B is 33, C is minus 10. So AC is minus 70. So you look for 2 factors of 70, that the sum is 33 and the product is minus 70. Such factors must be 35 and minus 2. So you write 35 and minus 2 in terms of s to replace the middle term in this form. The purpose is to have 4 terms that are grouped. The first 2 terms first group, the last 2 terms second group. Ensure that you use a plus sign to separate the 2 groups. from the first group, 7s is common, and you have s plus 5 in the bracket. From the second group, you factor out minus 2, and you have s plus 5. Clearly, s plus 5 is common. If you take out s plus 5, you have 7s here minus 2 that will form the other bracket. So C is the one factor, which is the correct option. Question 12, solve minus 1 over 4 less than 3 over 4 bracket open 3s minus 2 bracket close less than 1 over 2. You cannot obtain a direct solution here. You need to break the inequality into two parts. The middle term is the link between the first and third term. So the first and second term will form one equation, one inequality. Then the second and the third term the same thing. But before then, let's try and clear the fractions. So multiply through by 4 to clear fractions. So you have minus 1 less than 3 bracket open 3s minus 2 bracket close. If you multiply this term by 4, if 4 divide this 2, you have 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 times 1, you have 2. So we have to split it. First term and second term, then second term and third term. So you open the bracket and solve the two inequalities. So the first one, you have minus 1 less than, you have 9s minus 6s and 9s minus 6s less than 2. If you collect like terms, you have minus 1 plus 6 less than minus 1. Okay, minus 1, if you transfer minus 6, it becomes plus 6, then less than 9s. And if you transfer minus 6 here, you have 9s less than 2 plus 6. If you add, you have 5 less than 9s and 9s less than 8. Divide through by 9 in both cases. You have 5 over 9 less than s, and s is less than 8 over 9. What you do again is to combine the solution set. If you combine them, you have 5 over 9 less than s less than 8 over 9. A is the correct option. Question 13, simplify 3s minus bracket open p minus s bracket close minus bracket open arrow minus p bracket close. So this is the problem. Take it that this is minus 1 and here is minus 1, so that for us to open the bracket easily. So you have 3s minus 1 times p minus p minus 1 times minus s, you have plus s, minus 1 times arrow minus arrow minus 1 times minus p, you have plus p. Minus p plus p is 0. Now 3s plus s is 4s, and you have minus arrow left. So you have 4s minus arrow. C is the correct option. Question 14, an arc of a circle 7.5 centimeter is of radius 7.5 cm is 7.5 cm long. Find, correct to the nearest degree, the angle which the arc subtends at the center of the circle. Take pi as 22 over 7. The long there means the length. So length of an arc is equal to theta over 360 degrees times 2 pi arrow. You are asked to find theta. So the length of the arc 7.5 equal to theta over 360 times 2 times pi, 22 over 7 times radius 7.5. So let's clear the fractions by multiplying through by 7. Everything here is 1/10. So this 7 will simply multiply the left hand side. The same thing with 360. So you have 7.5 times 360 times 7. You've cleared the fractions, equal to theta times 2 times 22 times 7.5. To get theta, divide both sides by this term. So you have theta equal to the left hand side divided by 2 times 22 times 7.5. If you reduce, you get this. If you multiply, you get this. If you divide, you get 57.2727. To the nearest degree, we consider 57. The next number is not up to 5. Round it down to 0, so you have 57 degrees. B is the correct option. Question 15. Water flows out of a pipe at the rate of 40 pi cube centimeters per second into an empty cylindrical container of base radius 4 centimeters. Find the height of water in the container after 4 seconds. So we use the volume of cylinder to get the height because of what we are given here. The given unit is volume. So the volume is 40 pi square centimeters equal to pi times radius is 4 and the height is unknown. Divide through by pi. Since pi is common to both sides, you have 40 equal to 16 times the height. So to get height, divide both sides by 16. So height is equal to 40 over 16, and that is 2.5 centimeters per second. So after 4 seconds, the height is 2.5 times 4 after 4 seconds, and that is 10 centimeters. A is the correct option. Question 16. The dimensions of a water tank are 13 cm, 10 cm, and 70 cm. If it is half filled with water, calculate the volume of water in liters. The given dimension indicates that the tank must be a cuboid, must be in cuboid form. So volume of cuboid is equal to length times breadth times height. That is 13 times 10 times 70, and you have 9,100 cube centimeter. Now, since it is half filled with water, the volume becomes what we have here divided by 2. So you divide 9100 by 2, and that is 4,550. To express this in liters, you divide it by 1000. Divide by 1000, you have 4.55 liters. A is the correct option. Question 17. If the total surface area of a solid hemisphere is equal to its volume, find the radius. For a hemisphere, total surface area is 3 pi r squared, and the volume is 2 over 3 pi r cubed. Since both are equal, you have 2 pi r squared equal to 2 over 3 pi r cubed. You can divide through by pi r squared. If you do that, you have 3 equal to 2 over 3 radius. To get radius, first multiply through by 3, and you have 3 times 3 equal to 2 radius. Divide both sides by 2, you have 3 times 3 divided by 2, that is 9 over 2, and you have 4.5 centimeters. B is the correct option. Question 18. Which of the following is true about parallelogram? Opposite angles are equal. C is the correct option. Question 19. The diagram shows a circle center O. If angle STR is 29 degrees and angle RST 46 degrees, calculate the value of angle STO. That is, you have STO. So from this, we can close this place in order for us to have a triangle. So we are interested in the whole of this angle. So once we get this angle, we get this angle. From there, we can look for STO. As I said earlier, that part has been closed. So let's get ROT. That is this angle, and that angle is angle at center. Now, angle at center, angle ROT is equal to angle RST. That is this angle. Angle at center is twice angle at circumference. For that, angle ROT is 2 times 46 degrees equal to 92 degrees. We can also get this angle is also angle at center, and is twice this angle at circumference. So angle SOR is equal to 2 times angle STR. Angle at center is twice angle at circumference. So angle SOR is equal to 29. That is 2 times 29 degrees, and that is 58 degrees. Now, angle STO is equal to angle SOR plus angle RST. That is 58 degrees plus 92 degrees equal to 150 degrees. Now, look at triangle STO. OT is a radius, OS is a radius. That means the triangle is isosceles with base angles equal. So we have STO here equal to OST. They are equal, so base angle. So if you add the 3 angles in triangle STO, you have angle STO plus angle OST plus angle 150 degrees equal to 180 degrees. Since we are interested in STO, let's represent this with STO. If you add both, you have 2 STO equal to 180 degrees minus 150 degrees, and that is 30 degrees. To get STO, divide both sides by 2. So angle STO is equal to 30 degrees divided by 2, and that is 15 degrees. B is the correct option. Question 20. In the diagram, SY is a straight line. Angle POS is equal to angle POQ, and angle ROY is equal to angle QOR. Find the value of angle POQ plus angle ROY. From the problem, POS, that is this angle, is equal to POQ, this angle. Hence, use the same letter A. They are equal. Then ROY, this angle, is equal to QOR, this angle. We use letter B to represent them. When you add the four angles, their sum is 180. Sum of angles on a straight line. So A plus A is 2A, plus B plus B, 2B, equal to 180. Can factor out 2 from here. And what is A? A is equal to angle POQ. B is equal to angle ROY, equal to 180. Divide through by 2. The sum of angle POQ and ROY is equal to 90 degrees. B is the correct option. Petakus Simplified Maths. If you are viewing and watching from YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, like and share PSM videos. If you are viewing from Facebook, follow and like the page. Also share PSM videos. Question 21. The diagram shows a circle center O. If angle ZYW is 33 degrees, find angle ZWS. So this angle is 33 degrees. You are asked to find this angle. We'll consider triangle WZS. This angle is also 33. That is angle in the same segment with this angle. Now this angle is 90. Angle in a semicircle because WS is a diameter. So we have angle ZWS 90 degrees, angle in semicircle, angle WSZ, that is this angle, is equal to angle ZYW, and that is 33 degrees, angles in the same segment. In triangle WZS, if you add the three angles, the sum is 180 degrees, and we are interested in angle ZWS. If you transfer the remaining two angles to the right hand side, you have 180 degrees minus 33 degrees minus 90 degrees, and you have 57 degrees. B is the correct option. Question 22. In the diagram, PQ and PS are tangents to the circle center O. If angle PSQ is equal to M, angle SPQ equal to N, and angle SQR is 33 degrees, find the value of M plus N. Once we can get this angle and you add the three angles together, their sum is 180, you can get M plus N. Now the whole of this angle PQR is 90 degrees. That is because PQ is perpendicular to QR, and in that place we get PQS, that is this smaller part, by subtracting 33 from the whole 90, and that is 57 degrees. In triangle PQS, if you add the three angles, their sum is 180 degrees. To get M plus N, simply transfer plus 57, and you have 180 minus 57, and that is 123 degrees. 123 degrees. So B is the correct option. Question 23. Calculate the gradient or slope of the line joining the points -1, 1, 2, -2. This is a formula for gradient. The first point is S1, Y1. The second point is S2, Y2. That is S1 is -1, Y1 is 1, S2 is 2, Y2 is -2. If you put all of that in the formula, you have it in this form. When you simplify, you have -3/3. When you divide, you have -1. So A is the correct option. Question 24. If P with other pair 2 or coordinate 2, 3 and Q coordinate 2, 5 are points on a graph, calculate the length PQ. The length PQ is the distance between P and Q, and it can be calculated using this simple formula, where S1 is 2, Y1 is 3, S2 is 2, Y2 is 5. If you insert the figures to the formula, you have it in this form. When you simplify, you have 2 minus 2 is 0, you have 0 square. Then 5 minus 3 is 2, that is 2 square. Everything under square root. 0 square plus 2 square is 4, root 4 is 2. So you have 2 units. D is the correct option. Question 25. A bearing of 320 degrees expressed as a compass bearing is dash. This 320 is 3 digits. You convert it to compass or cardinal point bearing. So you have the 4 cardinal point. 320 is located in the 4th quadrant. So moving this way, you have here as 320, and the whole angle there is 360. The remaining part becomes 40, and 40 is in northwest. So 320 degrees is equivalent to north 40 degrees west. So option B is the correct answer. Question 26. Given that cos 30 degrees is equal to sin 60 degrees equal to root 3/2, and sin 30 degrees equal to cos 60 degrees equal to 1/2, evaluate tan 60 degrees minus 1/1 minus tan 30 degrees. Tan can be expressed as the ratio of sine to cosine. So tan 60 degrees is equal to sine 60 degrees over cos 60 degrees. From the question, this is the value of sine 60. Now, because both angles, their values are fractional, let's use division sign, the 1/2. If this division sign changes to multiplication, you invert 1/2 to 2/1, and when 2 eliminate 2, you have root 3 remaining. The same thing we do for tan 30 degrees, and you have 1/2 over root 3. So back to the whole problem. Now tan 6 degrees is root 3 minus 1, then 1 minus, for tan 30 you have 1 over root 3. If you simplify this one by finding LCM, which is root 3, you have root 3 minus 1 over root 3. The numerator remains the same. Now let's express it in fractional form by division sign. So this is the numerator that can be written as over 1. Division line become division sign, and this is the denominator. If this sign changes to times, you invert this fraction to root 3 over root 3 minus 1. So this will cancel this. You are left with root 3 divided by 1, and that is root 3. So C is the correct option. Question 27. A stationary boat is observed from a height of 100 meters. If the horizontal distance between the observer and the boat is 80 meters, calculate, correct to 2 decimal places, the angle of elevation, the angle of depression of the boat from the point of observation. Clearly the observer is somewhere here, so this is the angle of depression. It's looking down, and the boat is somewhere here. Now you have the base of the observer. The distance there from the boat is 80, and the height is 100 meters. So this angle of depression, which cannot be calculated directly until you get angle of elevation, and angle of elevation is always equal to angle of depression. So both angles are equal. So we have opposite 100 facing the angle, the other side is adjacent. We must use tangent. So tan theta is equal to opposite 100 over adjacent 80. If you divide, you have 1.2. To get tangent, to get theta, you take the inverse or arctan of 1.25, and that is approximately 51.34 degrees to 2 decimal places. C is the correct option. Question 28. The average age of group of 25 girls is 10 years. If one girl age 12 years and 4 months joins the group, find, correct to 1 decimal place, the new average age of the group. So new average age. Now average is simply the addition of what you are considering over total number. Now we have 25 girls, another one added, so we have 26. Now the number of girls that produce average age of 10 is simply 25 times 10. That number is not given to you, so you have 25 times 10 plus the average age of the other girl. You express 12 years 4 months in years, that is 12 whole number 1 over 3. So you have 250. If you divide that thing, you have 12.33 over 26. If you add, you have this, divide by 26, you have 10.1 to 1 decimal place as the new average age of the group. A is the correct option. Question 29. The bar chart shows the statistics of the number of passes and failures in an examination in a school from 2001 to 2004. What is the ratio of the total number of passes to total number of failures? So we get passes and failure. Now let's observe the frequency number of students. From the origin 0 to this place is 2 cm by this graph. It means that 2 centimeters is 50 units, and that implies one line is 5. You have the key here. This is for passes and this is for failure. So let's take 201. This key is for those that pass. So from 50 to this place is 25. So when you add it, that is 75. For failure, so from here to here now is 25. That is the meaning, and the failure level there is 20. So you have 20. For 2002, the pass level is 70. That is one step from 75, while the failure level is 10. The second line from the origin, 2003, the pass level there is the second line after this. So this is 50, here should be 60. Then the failure level is 20. For 2004, you have it at 70. Okay, you have it at 75. So this should be the correct position here, somewhere here, 75. This is the level, and the failure level is 15, third line from this place. So you have 15. So if you add total passes 285, total failures 65. If you express as ratio, you have it this form. Divide through by 5, you have 57:13. C is the correct option. The table gives the distribution of marks obtained by a number of pupils in a class test. Use the information to answer questions 30 and 31. Question 30, find the median of the distribution. When we have median with data involving frequency, you have to get the sum of frequency. When you add all, that is 60. You have to note whether it is even or all total. Here it is even. Then we get the median class, where the median can be located. That is dividing sum of frequency by 2, and you have the 30th position. What you do is that you keep adding the frequency till the 30th class. You add the first two, 7 plus 4, you have 11, not up to 30. You add the next one, 18, you have 29, not up to 30. You add the next one, 12, you have 41. That means 30 is accommodated at the point where 12 is added. That is somewhere here. So it means that the median mark is 3. So the correct option is B. Petakus Simplified Maths. If you are viewing and watching from YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, like and share PSM videos. If you are watching and viewing from Facebook, follow and like the page. Also share PSM videos for more updates from time to time. Question 31. With the same table, find the first quarter. quartile divides any distribution into 4 equal parts. So the first quartile is denoted by Q sub 1, and that is 1 over 4 times total frequency. From question 30, sum of frequency was 60. So we have 1 over 2, 1 over 4 times 60, and that is the 15th position, which can be accommodated where you have 18. If you start adding from 7 to 4, 15 is accommodated in this frequency, and the mark to it is 2. So the first quartile is 2, which also be written as 2.0. C is the correct option. Question 32. In a class of 45 students, 28 offer chemistry, 25 offer biology. If each student offers at least one of the two subjects, that at least means it offers 1 and 2, at least 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Calculate the probability that a student selected at random from the class offers chemistry only. So we need to get those that offer only chemistry. So we have to do that using Venn diagram. You have two subsets. The number of students in the class is universal set denoted by rectangle, and the subset biology and chemistry by circle. So this is universal set. Those that offer chemistry, those that offer biology. Now those that offer both subject is unknown, that is S. Now those that offer only biology is removing S from those that offer biology. That is 25 minus S. Same thing for chemistry. And if you add everything in the subset, it is equal to universal set. So we have 28 minus S plus S plus 25 minus S equal to 45. These two disappears. If you add 28 to 25, you have 53 minus S equal to 45. You transfer S to the right hand side, it becomes positive. You transfer 45 to the left, it becomes negative. So you have 53 minus 45 equal to S. Therefore S is equal to 8. So only chemistry is 28 minus S. That is 28 minus 8 equal to 20. So probability chemistry only is equal to those that offer only chemistry 20 over total students in the class. If you reduce by using 5 to divide, you have 4 over 9. B is the correct option. Question 33. In what number base was the addition 1 plus n equal to 100, where n is greater than 0 done? So solution. This is the problem. You don't know the base, so let's assume the base to be y, and you attach the base to each number. What we do here is that we convert from base y to base 10, and to do that you use exponent notation, where you multiply each number by the base and you attach the position of the number to the base number. The first number is 1 times y. The position starts from 0, so you have y power 0. Second number, n times y plus n times y again, so you have power 0 power 1 equal to 1 times y plus 0 times y plus 0 times y. You have power 0, 1 to 2. You simplify. Y power 0 is 1, 1 times 1 is 1. Here is n. Here is n. Now let's come here first. Y power 1 is y. Y times n, you have ny. Then y power 0 is 1. 1 times n, you have n. This term becomes 0. You have y squared times 1. That is y squared. All we have there now is quadratic. To have 0 at the right hand side, let's move everything to the other side. So you have y squared. If you transfer this, becomes minus ny. Transfer this, minus n. You transfer 1, minus 1 equal to 0. Equal to 0. Alright. Now, the variable of interest here is y, since we have quadratic. So you have y squared minus ny. So these two terms without the variable, they are regarded as constant. So we try to factor out minus, and you have n plus 1 equal to 0. So I think to solve here, the best option is to use quadratic formula. If you compare this with ay squared plus by plus c equal to 0, the general equation of quadratic with variable y, you understand that a is equal to 1, coefficient of y squared. B is equal to minus n, coefficient of y. And c is minus bracket open n plus 1 bracket close. That is a constant term. So we insert these values into the formula and solve for y, the required base. So all these remain the same. This is the quadratic formula. Where you see b, you put minus n, the same minus n here. You have 4 times a. A is 1. Then c is this over 2 times 1. You simplify. Minus n is plus n. Plus minus s squared can be expressed as just n squared. Minus times minus there is plus. Then you have 4 into n plus 1 bracket close. If you expand the bracket, you have this. When you factorize this, you have it in this form, and this can be written as n plus 2 all squared in this form, and square root will remove square, so you have n plus minus bracket open n plus 2 bracket close over 2. Because of the plus minus, you express this term twice using minus or plus. If you open the bracket for the first term, you have n minus 2 over 2, or n plus 2 over 2. So here n we cancel n, you have minus 2 over 2. If you add, you have 2n plus 2 over 2. Here becomes minus 1. If you factor out 2 from here, you have 2 bracket open, n minus 1 over 2. By the time 2 we cancel 2, you have minus 1 or n plus 1. The base cannot be negative, hence it is n plus 1. So C is the correct option. Question 34. Simplify root 2 bracket open root 6 plus 2 root 2 bracket close minus 2 root 3. You must understand that different sort can be multiplied, so you open this bracket using root 2. So this is a given expression. Root 2 times root 6 is root 12 plus, we have 2 there, that is this 2 now, this 2 is there. Root 2 times root 2 is root 4, and root 4 is 2. Then minus this. So you have, if you express this in basic form, there's a perfect number of 4 as a factor of 12. So you express root 12 as root 4 times 3, and root 4 is 2 times root 3. You multiply this. If you multiply this, you have plus 4 minus 2 root 3. So okay, you have plus 4. If you multiply this minus 2 root 3, this will cancel this. You have 4 remaining. So A is the correct option. Question 35. 3 exterior angles of a polygon are 30 degrees, 40 degrees, and 60 degrees. If the remaining exterior angles are 46 degrees each, name the polygon. Sum of all exterior angles irrespective of the polygon is 360 degrees. Now let the remaining angles be S. 3 of the angles, their sum is this. Because the remaining angles we don't know, and each one is 46 and they are S, you multiply 46 by S and you equate the sum to 360. If you add these 3 angles, you have 130. If you transfer it, you have S times 46 degrees equal to 360 degrees minus 130, and that is 230. To get S, divide both sides by 46 degrees, and S is equal to 4. The polygon has 3 plus 5. That is, the 3 angles given to you is for 3 sides, and you just solve for 5. So 3 plus 5 is 8, and it is octagon that has 8 sides. So C is the correct option. Question 36. In the diagram, NQ is parallel to TS. Angle arrow TS is 50 degrees. Angle P arrow T 100 degrees. Find the value of angle NP arrow. NP arrow, that is this angle. Now we can consider triangle PQ arrow. If you can get this angle and you get this angle, they are interior angle, and this angle is exterior. Their sum, the sum of the interior angles is equal to the exterior angle. So diagram is adjusted in this form, trying to create this angle and label it as A, and create this, label it as B. Now angle NP arrow is equal to A plus B. Exterior angle equal to sum of the 2 opposite interior angles. So we must get A and B. Now A is equal to 50. This angle equal to 50. You have alternate angles, because that this line and this line, they are parallel. Now B plus 100 degrees is equal to 180. Sum of angles on a straight line, and B is equal to 180 degrees minus 100 degrees, and you have 80 degrees. Therefore angle NP arrow is equal to A, which is 50 degrees, plus B 80 degrees. When you add, you have 130 degrees. B is the correct option. Question 37. Simplify the expression A squared B power 4 minus B squared A power 4 over AB bracket open a plus b bracket close. So this is the expression. We just need to factorize the numerator. The common terms are a squared and b squared. If you factor out a squared, b squared, in the bracket you have b squared minus a squared. By difference of two squares, we have b minus a and b plus a. Addition is commutative. That means you can express b plus a as a plus b, and it cancels off this. So if that happens, we are left with b minus a. So you have to note what happens here. You divide a squared b squared by ab. You are left with only ab in the numerator. So because addition is commutative, if you write b plus a as a plus b, the two cancels. You are left with ab times b minus a. If you open the bracket, ab times b, you have ab squared minus ab times a, you have a squared b. So C is the correct option. Question 38. Find the sixth term of the sequence 2 over 3, 7 over 15, 4 over 15. This sequence, you need to find out if it is an AP or a GP. In both types, the first term remains the same, that is 2 over 3. Let us try if the sequence is an AP by getting the common difference. Common difference is second term minus first term. When you do that, you have minus 3 over 15. Let us verify if you have the same term, if you subtract third term and second term. So if you do that, you have the same minus 3 over 15. This shows that the sequence is an AP, arithmetic progression. So the nth term is equal to t sub n, equal to a first term plus bracket open number of terms n minus 1 bracket close times common difference. So you are asked to find the sixth term. That means n is 6. So t sub 6 equal to first term 2 over 3 plus bracket open, you have n to be 6 minus 1 bracket close times common difference minus 3 over 15. So you have 2 over 3. Then we have this minus times this plus becomes minus, then 6 minus 1 is 5 times 2 times 3 over 15. Divide 5 and 15 by 5, you are left with 3 here. So you have 2 over 3 as the first term minus 3 over 3. Fractions under subtraction, they are like fraction. You simply subtract the numerator, that is 2 minus 3 over 3, and you have minus 1 over 3. So the sixth term is minus 1 over 3. A is the correct option. Question 39. The diagonal of a square is 60 centimeters. Calculate 8 perimeter. So you know a square, all the sides are equal, and this is diagonal. So you have length and length. You have a right angle triangle. Perimeter is 4 times length. So you get the length by using Pythagoras rule. So 60 square, that is the longest side, is equal to L squared plus S squared sum of squares on the other side. You have 3,600 equal to 2S squared, divide both sides by 2, 1,800 equal to S squared. To get L, take the root of both sides, so L is equal to root of 1,800. If you express 1/8 as a product of two factors when one is perfect square, you have 900 times 2, and the root of 900 is 30 times root 2. Perimeter is 4L, that is 4 times 30 root 2, 120 root 2. D is the correct option. Question 40. The roots of a quadratic equation are -1/2 and 2/3. Find the equation. To do that, we use this simple rule: S squared minus sum of roots times S plus product of roots equal to 0. So this is sum of roots. The two roots being added multiplied by S, and this is product of two roots. If you find the LCM, the first bracket, and simplify, you have this. Under multiplication, you don't find the LCM. You multiply directly. -1 times 2 is -2. 2 times 3 is 6. Actually, 2 can divide 2, but I'm trying to maintain the same denominator of 6 in both cases. So if you simplify the bracket, you have S squared minus bracket open -1/6 bracket close times S. Then you have plus minus is minus, so you have 2/6 equal to 0. Multiply through by 6 to clear fractions. Multiply through by 6 to clear fractions. As you are doing that, you must also note that minus times minus here is plus. So 6 times S squared, 6S squared. 6 times 1/6, that is 1 times S. You have S, you multiply this by 6, you have -2 equal to 0. So C is the correct option. Petakus Simplified Maths. If you are viewing and watching from YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, like, share PSM videos. If you are viewing and watching from Facebook, follow and like the page. Also share PSM videos. Question 41. Make S the subject of the relation D equal to square root of 6/S minus y/2. So you have to square both sides first. You need to remove the square root, and the only way is squaring both sides. So you have this square equal to 6/S minus y/2. To clear the fractions, multiply through by the LCM of 2S to clear fractions. So you have 2SD squared. Multiply this term by 2S, S cancel S, you have 12. Multiply this term by 2S, 2 cancel 2, you have SY. So the term that contains S, simply transfer this one to the left hand side, and you have 2SD squared plus SY equal to 12. Factor out S, you have bracket open, 2D squared plus Y bracket close equal to 12. To get S, divide both sides by the coefficient of S. So S is equal to 12/2D squared plus Y. So D is the correct option. Question 42. consider the statement P, it is hot. Q, it is raining. Which of the following symbols correctly represents the statement it is raining if and only if it is cold? So this it is cold here is already negating it is hot. So use the symbol for negation. Now from this statement you have Q, you have it is raining first for Q, so Q must follow. If and only if, make use of double head arrow. So it is raining, we look for Q first. Q is here, but there's no negation there, so we must look at the where we have Q. Negation P means it is cold. So it is cold is the opposite of it is hot. So D is the correct option. Question 43. Given that T is equal to 2 to the power of minus S, find 2 to the power of S plus 1 in terms of T. In terms of T, we have to start from here. So T equal to 2 to the power of minus S. In negative index form, you have 1 over 2 power S to eliminate the minus sign. Now, let us make T the subject. So let's make S now the subject because we are looking for S in terms of T. So 2S is simply equal to 1 over T. 1 over T. Alright? For us to get this term here, you know that if you multiply 2 power S times 2 power 1, the same basis, if you add the powers, you have 2 power S plus 1. For that, you multiply both sides by 2. So if the power here is 1, from multiplication law of indices, you multiply the same basis, you add the powers. So you have 2 power S plus 1 is equal to 2 over T. A is the correct option. Question 44. Find the value of M in the diagram. For us to get M, we need to get S first. Notice that this 2S is equal to sum of 68 and S. That is exterior angle equal to sum of the two opposite interior angles. So 2S is equal to 68 degrees plus S. If you collect like terms, you have 2S minus S equal to 68 degrees and S is equal to 68 degrees. Okay, to get M now, you have two options. You can use the sum of the angle in the triangle, or you add 2S to 2M equal to 180, sum of angles on a straight line. So you have 2S plus M equal to 180 degrees, sum of angles on a straight line. 2S is 2 times 68 degrees, that is 136, plus M equal to 180. Collect like terms, M is equal to 180 degrees minus 136 degrees, and that is 44 degrees. C is the correct option. Question 45. Two bottles are drawn with replacement from a crate containing 8 Coke, 12 Fanta, and 4 Sprite bottles. What is the probability that the first is Coke and the second is not Coke? So you have to get not Coke. Now, Coke plus not Coke is equal to 1. So not Coke is equal to 1 minus Coke, and that is 1 minus 8 number of Coke over total bottles in the crate, 24. That is 8 plus 12 plus 4, 24. You write 1 as over 1. You find the LCM. You have 24 minus 8 over 24, and that is 16 over 24. Now, probability first is Coke and indicates multiplication rule, and the second not Coke is equal to, for Coke you have 8 over 24. Because you are drawing with replacement, the total is not affected. Then not Coke is 16 over 24. If you reduce here, you have, if you reduce this term, you have 1 over 3. You reduce this term, you have 2 over 3. When you multiply, you have 2 over 9. C is the correct option. Question 46. If the simple interest on a certain amount of money saved in a bank for 5 years at 2.5% per annum is 500 naira, calculate the total amount due after 6 years at the same rate. From the first part of the problem, we need to find the principal before we move to the second part. Interest is principal times rate times time over 100. From the question, the first part, interest is 500, principal is unknown. If you convert the rate to improper fraction, you have 5 over 2 times time 5. If you simplify further, you have 500 equal to these 2 will come down and multiply 100. So you have P times 5 times 5 over 100 times 2. If you reduce, 5 times 5 is 25. If you divide it by 100, you have 4. So you have 500 equal to principal over 4 times 2. Multiply through by 4 times 2 to clear fractions, and you have principal equal to 500 times 4 times 2, and that is 4,000 naira. Now, amount is principal plus interest, but that is total amount when the interest after 6 years again at the same rate is known. So from the second part, using the first principal, you get the interest. So interest is principal 4,000 times rate 5 over 2. So you have principal 4,000 times the same rate 5 over 2, but the time in this second part is 6 years. You can cancel 2 zeros with this. You are left with 40 times 5 over 2 times 60. If you reduce and multiply, you have 600. So total amount is principal of 4,000 plus interest of 600, and that is 4,600 naira. D is the correct option. Question 47. Calculate the variance of 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 7, 7, and 9. Variance is calculated using this this is for ungrouped data, or this for group data, or this for group data. This is the expanded expanded form of this one. So both are the same. So we go by the last two, any one of your choice. The data, they contain frequency because some appear more than once. So let's use table to summarize the whole thing. You have 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. 2 appear once, 3 appear twice, 4 appear once, 5 appear 3 times, 7 appear twice, and 9 is once. So let's get Fs, product of F and S. That is 2 times 1, 2, 3 times 2, 6, 4 times 1, 4, and so on. Now, for us to get Fs squared, you need to get S squared first. So you square each S. If you square each S, you have 4, 9, 16, 25, 49, 81. Then Fs squared, you use the F column to multiply the S squared. 1 times 4 is 4. 2 times 9 is 18. 1 times 16 is 16. 3 times 25 is 75, and so on. So we are interested in sum of F. You add it, you get 10. Sum of Fs, you have 50. Sum of Fs squared, you have 294. So we are going by this formula. So sum of F squared is 292. 292 divided by 10, sum of F minus bracket open, sum of Fs is 10 is 50 divided by sum of F 10 all squared. You divide this, you have 29.2. You divide this, you have 5. If you square it, you have 25. If you subtract, you have 4.2. So D is the correct option. Question 48. A circular pond of radius 4 cm has a part of width 2.5 cm round it. Find, correct to 2 decimal places, the area of the part. So you have the pond and the circular part, that is 2.5 meters. So with that, we have 2 circles. The pond is circular, then the part is also circular. So area of the part, that is the part you have here, area of the part is area of bigger circle minus area of smaller circle, that is pi capital R squared minus pi R squared. You can factor out pi, which is 22/7 times. So the capital radius now is from here to this place, that is 4 plus 2.5. So you square it minus small radius is 4, that is 4 squared. So you have 22/7 times bracket open 42.25 square 25 minus 16. If you subtract, you have 22/7 times 26.25. You multiply 22 by 26.25, you have 577.5 divided by 7, and that is 82.5 square centimeters. By this, option D is the correct option. Question 49. The graph of y equal to ax squared plus bs plus c is shown in the diagram. Find the minimum value of y. That is the lowest point of the curve. If you trace where the curve is, but before then you need to get the scale of the graph. This graph, each box there is 5 lines, and that means 1 centimeter. So the scale is 2 centimeters to 2 units, which implies 1 centimeter to 1 unit. If that is true, it means that on the y-axis, one line is 0.1. One line is 0.1. The scale used is 2 centimeters to 2 units or 1 centimeter to 1 unit. So by that scale, one line is not 0.1, but one line is 0.2. To get that one line, you divide the number of units by number of lines. If you divide 2 by 10 lines that made up that 2 cm, you have 0.2, or divide 1 by 5, you have the same 0.2. So the minimum value of y is here, and it is between the first and second line. The first line is minus 2.2. The second line is minus 2.4. So in between is minus 2.3. C is the correct option. Question 50. In the diagram, arrow P is a diameter of the circle arrow SP. Arrow P is produced to T, and TS is a tangent to the circle at S. If angle PRS is equal to 24 degrees, calculate the value of angle STR. That is this angle. We can consider triangle STR. So this angle here is already 24. Now you need the whole of this angle. Since arrow P is a tangent, it means angle arrow SP, this angle is 90 degrees. Then this angle here is equal to this angle, that is angles in alternate segment. So the whole of this angle now is 90 plus 24 plus this 24 plus this angle. The sum is equal to 180. All right, so angle arrow SP is 90 degrees, angle in a semicircle, because arrow P is a diameter. Angle PRS is equal to angle PST, that is 24 degrees. Angles in alternate segment. In triangle arrow ST, if you add the 3 angles, the sum is 180. We are looking for angle STR. Now angle PSR is 24. Angle arrow ST is 90 plus 24, as I explained earlier, then plus this equal to 180. To get angle STR, you transfer the remaining angles to the right hand side, and when you subtract, you have 42 degrees. B is the correct option. Petakus Simplified Maths. If you are viewing and watching from YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, like and share PSM videos. If If you are viewing and watching from Facebook, follow and like the page. Also share PSN videos for more updates from time to time. Lastly, there is every need for you to be saved, and if you are not, simply give your life to the Lord Jesus Christ and confess him as your Lord and personal Savior. If you are saved already, congratulations, live righteously and be prepared, because on the last day some will be taken and some will be left. Take good care of yourself, stay out of trouble, study your books, do the needful at all times, flee every appearance of evil, don't defraud others to make money, use your hands and your brain to work genuinely and legally, and the Lord will bless you. Goodbye and stay tuned.